Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the second year webinar sessions. Today we have with us Principal of TSMS Pudur, Mrs. Sridevi, to deliver her lecture on organic chemistry. Welcome, Madam. Sridevi, Madam.
Good morning, ma'am.
Madam, Madam, I think alcohols is very important when it comes to organic chemistry. Already, you have dealt with alkyl halides. Now, alcohols being very important chapter, we wish that alcohols chapter is delivered in a better way and students will benefit from that. Thank you, madam.
Definitely, ma'am. Definitely. I'll do my level best.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good morning to all principals, teachers, and dear students. A warm welcome to you all for the chemistry second year webinar sessions. Myself, Mrs. Sridevi Polu, Principal, TSMS Pudur, Vikarabad is here to explain you regarding the alcohols of intermediate second year. Dear children, let me tell you what topics we have completed in intermediate second year. See, we started with alkyl halides and then we completed chemical kinetics, solutions, electrochemistry, then solid state, surface chemistry, haloarenes, and then we completed the 5A group elements and 6A group elements. So today we are going to learn about alcohols. See, organic chemistry is an important part in the chemistry. So you'll get many objective questions for your JEE mains examinations and also for your NEET examinations from organic chemistry. See, for everyone, they will be thinking that the organic chemistry is difficult, but it's very easy, simply replacement of carbon atoms, right? So today, let us learn about the topic alcohols. Okay. Then what are these alcohols? Let me tell you. R-H is an alkane, right? Then what is this R-? Alkyl group, isn't it? Right. So CH3H, methane. C2H5H, ethane. If we replace this hydrogen atom of an alkane with a OH group like this, okay, how? If you replace this hydrogen with a OH group, hydroxyl group, so we get an alcohol. What is it? If the hydrogens of the hydrocarbons, that is alkanes, are replaced with OH, we get alcohols. Alkyl hydroxy compounds are called as alcohols. Okay, what are alcohols? Alkyl hydroxy compounds are called as alcohols. So let me give you plenty of examples for these children. So CH3OH. What is it? Yes, methyl alcohol. Okay, 1 carbon, meth, 2 carbons, eth, 3 carbons, prop, 4 carbons, bute, isn't it? Yes. What is this? Ethyl alcohol, right? Ethyl alcohol. Okay. What are alcohols? Alcohols are alkyl hydroxy compounds. Alkyl hydroxy compounds. This alkyl group may be methyl, ethyl, isopropyl. See, what is isopropyl? Do you remember this? So CH3, CH, CH3. Okay. And then OH, isopropyl alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol. So this is the introduction regarding the alcohols. What are alcohols? Alcohols are alkyl hydroxy compounds. Okay. So now let us move to the classification of alcohols. Right? So let us move to the classification of alcohols. Now. So coming to the classification. Classification means nothing but division. So how many types of alcohols are there? Right? Let us learn in this part, that is classification of alcohols. Okay? Right. So coming to the classification. The first type of classification is based on the number of OH groups. Based on the number of OH groups. Number of OH groups. Hope everyone is writing the notes, children. See, this is a very important one, Nana. In fact, every topic is very important, right? Every topic makes its own sense. But organic chemistry is very, very important. That I can say you. Based on the number of OH groups, alcohols are classified into 3 types. Okay, how many types? 3 types. So alcohols are classified into 3 types. What are they? Monohydric alcohols. Mono means one. If they contain one OH group, we call them as monohydric. What is it, children? Monohydric. Monohydric alcohols. Dihydric, the name itself is telling that it contains 2 OH groups. How many OH groups? 2 OH groups. Dihydric alcohols and trihydric means 3. They contain 3 OH groups. Trihydric, or we can call them as polyhydric. What is poly, Nana? Poly means many. Polyhydric alcohols. Okay. So monohydric alcohols, dihydric alcohols, trihydric or polyhydric alcohols. So based on the number of OH groups, how many OH groups they contain, depending upon that, alcohols are classified into 3 types. What are they? Monohydric alcohols, dihydric alcohols, trihydric or polyhydric alcohols. Okay. So let us see the monohydric alcohols. Monohydric alcohols. We can give plenty of examples for this monohydric alcohols, children. See, what are monohydric alcohols? So the simple alcohol, what is a simple one? That is a methyl group, right? So which contains one carbon atom, CH3OH. So methyl alcohol, it contains one OH group, right? So then I'll give another one, CH3, CH, CH3OH. Isopropyl alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. So what are these two? Monohydric alcohols. See how many OH groups they contain? One OH group. Hence, they are called as monohydric alcohols, right? So this is the first type of classification. Now let us move to the second type. See, what is it? Dihydric alcohols. Di means 2. They contain 2 OH groups. They contain 2 OH groups, right? So what are these dihydric alcohols? Let us see now. So CH2OH, CH2OH. Okay. So how many OH groups? 2 OH groups. So they contain 2 OH groups. Then dihydric alcohols. Then these are commonly known as glycols. What are they commonly called as? Glycols. So they are commonly called as glycols, right? Glycols. So this is ethylene glycol. What is this? Ethylene glycol. So the dihydric alcohols are commonly known as glycols. So they contain 2 OH groups. Then the third one, that is the trihydric or polyhydric alcohols. Trihydric or polyhydric alcohols. Trihydric or polyhydric. So tri means 3, poly means many. All these alcohols will come under this category, trihydric or polyhydric alcohols. Now let us learn what are these trihydric or polyhydric alcohols. Okay, so then CH2OH, CHOH, okay, then CH2OH. Yes, it contains three OH groups, 1, 2, 3. So what is this? Glycerol, glycerol, okay, glycerol. So it is a trihydric alcohol. And I'll give you an example for polyhydric alcohol, children. See here, CH2OH, CHOH, 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 CH2OH. So what is this? It contains 5 OH groups. So if it contains 5 polyhydric, poly means what? Many. Sorbitol or mannitol. Sorbitol or mannitol. See children, nothing theory is there here, just replacing the atoms here and there. It's very simple, right? So this is the first type of classification. So alcohols are classified into 3 types based on the number of OH groups. If they contain 1 OH group, monohydric, 2 OH groups, dihydric, 3 OH groups, trihydric, and then more than that, polyhydric. Polyhydric. So I hope everyone is following me and you are writing the notes. Then let us move to the next type of classification. So the second type of classification is based on the hybridization of carbon. What is hybridization? The mixing of pure atomic orbitals to form new hybrid orbitals is called as hybridization. So what is it? Mixing of pure atomic orbitals to form new hybrid orbitals is called as hybridization, isn't it? So we have learned about different types of hybridization. What are they? sp3, sp2, sp, sp3d, sp3d2, sp3d3. So based on the hybridization. So the first one is carbon, sp3 hybridized, and then the OH group which is attached to this, right? Based on this. So what are the different types of alcohols which are under this category? Let us learn now. So the first one is alkyl alcohols, the common one, alkyl alcohols. See, what are these alkyl alcohols? Let us see. R-CH2OH, right? So see here, the OH group is bonded with a carbon which is under sp3 hybridization. What is it? sp3 hybridization. So I'll show you what is this sp3 hybridization once again here. Atomic number of carbon 6. So what is its valency shell configuration? 2s2, 2p2. So it contains 4 electrons in the valency shell. Hence it is kept in the 4th group of table. It is kept in the 4th group of the periodic table. See what configuration is this ground state. In the excited state, the electron will absorb some energy and get excited to the higher energy level. So this is the excited state. In the excited state, it contains 4 electrons and it will undergo sp3 hybridization, right? So this is the sp3 hybridization, and here I will show you what is this sp3 hybridization, right? So see here, right? So carbon, right? So sp3 hybrid orbitals, sp3 hybrid orbitals, right? sp3 hybrid orbitals, and this is also sp3 hybrid orbitals. So just wait. Yes, now it is okay. So sp3, 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 sp3. Okay, so then see this. So how many? 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals, right? So then they will form 4 single bonds. How many bonds? 4 single bonds. Understood, children? Yes. So now let us move to the alkyl alcohols what are present here, right? So let us see this. So the first one is, the first category is, these alcohols are once again classified into 3 types. What are they? Primary alcohols, okay, secondary alcohols, and then tertiary alcohols. Primary alcohols, secondary alcohols, and tertiary alcohols. Now, what are these 3? Let us see. So, primary carbon, a carbon which is bonded with, one alkyl group like the C, okay, H2OH. So, this is bonded with one alkyl group, RCH2OH. Understood, children? Yes. So, I'll give you the general example. So, CH3, CH2OH. See here, the OH group is bonded with the carbon which is bonded with one alkyl group. This is the alkyl group. So such type of alcohols are called as primary alcohols, and this carbon is called as a primary, right? So we will denote like this, primary alcohols, okay? And then coming to the secondary alcohols. So what are secondary alcohols? If the OH group is bonded to the carbon atom which is bonded with 2 alkyl groups. How many alkyl groups? 2 alkyl groups like this. Then it is called as a secondary alcohol. And this carbon is called as a secondary carbon. Okay, Nana? Secondary alcohol. CH3, CH, OH, CH3. So what is this? Isopropyl alcohol. What is the name? Isopropyl alcohol. Okay, isopropyl alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol. So one alkyl group, another alkyl. So the carbon is bonded with 2 alkyl groups. So we call this as a secondary. What is it? Secondary. It's very easy, isn't it? Secondary alcohol. Now let us move to the tertiary alcohols. What alcohols? Tertiary alcohols. If the carbon which is bonded with OH group is linked to 3 carbons like this. Okay, so I'll give you the example, CH3. So before going to that, let me show you the general example. Okay, so what is the general example we can write? So the carbon is bonded with 3 alkyl groups like this, R, okay, R, R. Yes, how many? 3 alkyl groups like this. 1, 2, 3. So 3 alkyl groups. So it is called as a tertiary carbon. What carbon, Nana? Tertiary carbon. Now let us move to the example. CH3. Okay. C, CH3, CH3OH. Yes. What is this? This is tertiary butyl alcohol. What alcohol is it? Tertiary butyl alcohol. Tertiary butyl alcohol. So, how many alkyl groups? 3 alkyl groups. 1. I'm showing with a different color, Nana, such that you can easily identify that. Okay. So, just wait for 1 minute. So, another alkyl group. I hope it is clear for you children, right? So this is the tertiary butyl alcohol. Yes. What is the name? I will write tertiary butyl alcohol. How many carbons? 4 carbons. So butyl. And this carbon is a tertiary carbon which is bonded with the OH group. So it is called as tertiary butyl alcohol. So this is the category which is under the sp3 hybridized carbon which is bonded with the OH group. Primary alcohols, secondary alcohols and tertiary alcohols. Okay, so now let us move to the next part of this. Okay, see, don't worry, once again I will recapitulate all the categories to you. Right, so now coming to the second category. Now I'll show you the example. CH2 double bond CH CH2OH. So now the question is, the OH group should be bonded with the carbon which is under sp3 hybridization, isn't it? Yes, here it is under sp3 hybridization. Now, what is this alcohol? Allyl alcohols. What are they? Allyl alcohol. So this is called as allyl alcohol. So don't get confused because there is a double bond here. Of course, these two carbons are in sp2 hybridization, but this carbon is under sp3 hybridization. You have to just see to which carbon the OH group is attached. The OH group is attached to the carbon which is under sp3 hybridization, right? So this is allyl alcohol. What alcohol? Allyl alcohol. And again, this allyl alcohols may be of three types. See, what are they? Again, a primary allyl alcohol. Okay. So then, CH2 double bond CH, okay, then CH, CH3, understood? OH, yes. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a secondary carbon. What carbon? Secondary carbon. So it is a secondary allyl alcohol. I'm writing here secondary allyl alcohol. Okay, Nana, secondary allyl alcohol. Now, see, let us see the next type. It is nothing but the tertiary, right? So, what is it? Tertiary. CH2 double bond CH, CH3, okay, and then CH3. What is this? A tertiary allyl alcohol. So this carbon which is bonded with OH group is bonded with three alkyl groups 1, 2 and 3. So it is a tertiary allyl alcohol. Tertiary allyl alcohol. Okay, Nana? So tertiary. Okay. So it should be fixed in your mind that a carbon which is bonded with three alkyl groups, tertiary, right? So which is bonded with two alkyl groups, secondary, one alkyl group, primary. Okay, so again, we are categorized under three, right? So primary, secondary, okay, and tertiary. Is it clear? Yes. Okay, once again, I will revise all this. Now, coming to the next one. See this? What is this? You should tell me the name of this. Yes, very good. What is this? Benzene, isn't it? Yes. Now, CH2OH. What is this alcohol? Benzyl alcohol. Yes, this is the third category under that. So, benzyl. Okay, benzyl alcohol. Okay, Nana? Benzyl alcohol. So we know that the carbons in benzene are sp2 hybridized, but here the OH group is attached to the carbon which is under sp3 hybridization. sp3 hybridization, and this may be are also again of three types, that is the secondary, primary, secondary and tertiary. Okay, is it clear? Yes, this is the second type of alcohols. And then let us move to the next one, that is the carbon which is under sp2 hybridization, right? So based on the nature of carbon, right? Again, nature of hybridization based on the nature of hybridization. Okay, based on the nature of hybridization. Here, the carbon is under sp2 hybridization and the OH group is attached to this. So I'll give the example for you. CH2 double bond CHOH. Okay, CH2 double bond CHOH. What is this? This is vinyl alcohol. Vinyl alcohol. Right? Vinyl alcohol. See here, the OH group is attached to the carbon which is under sp2 hybridization. Right? So what is this? sp2 hybridization. So what is sp2 hybridization? Let me recall quickly. So atomic number of carbon 6, valence shell configuration 2s2, 2p2, s orbital contains 2 electrons and p orbital contains 2 electrons. Okay, like this. Now in the ground state, this is the configuration. In the excited state, an electron from 2s orbital will enter into 2p orbital. Which orbital, Anna? 2p orbital, like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Now, what is the hybridization? sp2 hybridization. See, one s orbital combines with two orbitals, 2p orbitals, forming 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals, 3 sp2 hybrid orbitals. So this is the case of one carbon and this is another carbon. Okay, so like this, these are the sp2 hybrid orbitals. So this is another carbon, sp2. Okay, here sp2, again sp2, right? So now this is the unused p orbital. What orbital? Unused p orbital. So the unused p orbitals overlap laterally, very good, forming a pi bond. So that's why in sp2 hybridization, there will be a sigma bond and pi bond. This is a sigma bond and this one is a pi bond. Okay, Nana? I hope you have understood this. Okay. So once again, I have recalled you regarding the sp2 hybridization. What hybridization, na? sp2 hybridization. Okay. So like this, sp2 hybridization. Right? Okay, children. So now, so these are vinyl alcohols. What alcohols? Vinyl alcohols based on the nature of the hybridization. So if the OH group is attached to the sp2 hybridized carbon atom, they are called as vinyl alcohols. What is it? Vinyl alcohols. So this is the classification of alcohols. Right. Now let us move to the IUPAC nomenclature. So what is it? IUPAC nomenclature. So according to the IUPAC nomenclature, according to the IUPAC, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, right? International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. According to the IUPAC nomenclature, alcohols are called as alkanols, ols, okay, OLS, alcohols, isn't it OLS? So what are they called as? Alkanols. See here, very simple. I'll give you an example. See, CH3OH. So first of all, we had to find out the longest carbon chain. Yes, the longest carbon chain contains how many carbons here? One carbon. So meth, isn't it? And then ol, methanol. What is it? Methanol. So we will write a number of examples here. Please see. Okay. So what is the example? Name of the compound here. We will write the formula here. Compound. This is the compound. Common name. And then the IUPAC name. That is the IUPAC nomenclature. IUPAC. PAC nomenclature. Right? So this is the common name and this is the IUPAC name. So CH3OH. The common name, that is the derived name, is methyl alcohol. Methyl alcohol. Then, what is IUPAC nomenclature? Just now we learned that, so it is methanol. What is it? Methanol. Okay, so methanol. Right. So now let us move to the another one. So C2H5OH. The common name, the most commonly used alcohol. Whenever we use the name alcohol, it is nothing but the ethyl alcohol. Ethyl alcohol, right? So what is the IUPAC name? Ethanol, because the longest carbon chain contains 2 carbon atoms. How many carbons? 2 carbons, isn't it? Yes. And then coming to the next one, CH3, CH2, CH2OH. This is N-propyl alcohol. N means what? Normal, straight chain. N-propyl alcohol. Yes. How many carbons? 3 carbons. Yes. We have to give the preference to the OH group, isn't it? Yes. So this is 1, 2, 3. Then what is the name? 1-propanol. Understood? 1-propanol. We have to give the preference to the functional group. See, what is functional group? Functional group is a group of atoms or an atom which are arranged in a specific manner and give certain characteristic properties to the organic compounds are called as functional groups, isn't it? Yes. So remember, we have to give the preference to the functional group, that is OH. So we should count from this end. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Nana? Right. So now coming to the another example, CH3, CH, CH3OH. So what is this? The common name of this is iso. Good. Iso. So isopropyl alcohol. See the difference, Nana? See, this is a normal one. The above one is a normal one. Normal means what? Straight chain. And then the below one is iso, a single branch of methyl group, isopropyl alcohol. Okay. And then coming to the IUPAC nomenclature. So now let us learn the IUPAC nomenclature. See, what should we do? We had to identify the longest carbon chain. This is the longest carbon chain, isn't it, children? So 1, 2, 3. How many carbons? 3 carbons. And the second carbon is bonded with the OH group. So again I will tell you 1. This is 1, Nana. This is 2. And this one is 3. Right? So 1, 2, 3. So from either end you count, you will get the same number. 1, 2, 3. So the second carbon is bonded with the OH group. So what is this? This is 2-propanol. Okay, Nana? 2-propanol. 2-propanol. Understood? Now let us move to the another example. CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2OH. By this time, everyone might have learned how to name this compound. How many carbons? Yes, 4 carbons. Isn't it? 4 carbons means bute. And then it is a normal straight chain. Isn't it? It is not having any branches. So what is the name of this compound? N-butyl alcohol. N-butyl alcohol. Okay. Now, see, you should count from this end, isn't it? So count it from this end. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is the name? 1-butanol. 4 carbons, bute, and first carbon is bonded with alcohol. So what is the name, Nana? 1-butanol. What is the name of this compound? 1-butanol. Okay. So according to the IUPAC nomenclature, alcohols are called as alkanols. They are called as alkanols. Okay. So now let us move to the remaining examples for this. So let me minimize this and then we can write here itself, such that you can see all the nomenclature in one screen, right? So then IUPAC nomenclature. No. See, now let us see the next example, right? So CH3, CH, okay, OH, then CH2, CH3. How many carbons? 4 carbons, isn't it? And then the OH is bonded to which carbon atom? Secondary carbon. Very good. So what is this? Secondary butyl alcohol. Secondary, just now we have discussed, isn't it? Secondary, a carbon which is bonded with 2 alkyl groups. See, this is one alkyl group. We'll go with a different color. So this is one alkyl group, Nana, and this is another alkyl group. Understood? So what is this? Secondary. So it is a secondary. Okay, secondary. Okay, right. So what is the name of this? Secondary butyl alcohol, right? Secondary butyl alcohol. Then coming to the IUPAC nomenclature. So you should count from any one of the ends, and then you have to give the least number to the functional group, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So you'll get 2 here, right? 2. When you count from this end, you'll get 1, 2, 3. So which one is right? This is right, of course, because we are giving the least number to the substituent. If you count from this end, I will show you that also. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So this is the wrong method and this is the right method. So we will go with this. Okay. So then what is the name of this compound? Yes, it is 2-butanol. What is this? 2-butanol. Okay, Nana? 2-butanol. Understood? 2-butanol. Right. Now let us go with another example. CH3, CH, okay, CH, CH3, 1, 2, 3, OH. Now, what is this alcohol? What is this alcohol? Tell me, what is the name of this? So, this is, right? What is this? Tell me, what is the name of this alcohol? But 1 minute. CH, CH3, CH2OH. Yes. What is the name of this? This is again our isobutyl alcohol. The common name is isobutyl alcohol. Okay, isobutyl alcohol. And then what is a IUPAC nomenclature? See, count the longest carbon chain. So it contains 3 carbons, 1, 2, 3. So then this is the first carbon. As usual, this is the second carbon. So first carbon, second carbon. So the second carbon contains methyl group. So what is the name of this? It's 2-methyl 1-butanol. Okay. So what is the name of this? 2-methyl 1-butanol. 1-butanol. 1 minute. 2-methyl 1-butanol. Understood, all of you? Yes, 2-methyl 1-butanol. Sorry, not 1-butanol, 1-propanol. 1-propanol. Okay, 2-methyl 1-propanol. So now let us go with the another example. CH3, C, CH3, CH3, OH. So see here, this carbon is a tertiary carbon. What is the common name? Tertiary butyl alcohol is the common name. Tertiary butyl alcohol is the common name. And then the longest carbon chain contains 3 carbons, isn't it? And then the second carbon is having the methyl group and also the OH group. So what is this? So it's 2-methyl 2-propanol. Understood? 2-methyl 2-propanol. Yes. So this is the longest carbon chain. So 2-methyl-2-propanol. Okay, Nana? 2-methyl-2-propanol. Yes. And then let us move to the remaining examples of nomenclature. CH2OH, CH2OH. So this is our ethylene glycol. The common name of this is ethylene glycol. Ethylene glycol. So the dihydric alcohols, just now we learned, they contain two OH groups. How many OH groups? Two OH groups. Ethylene glycol, right? So what is IUPAC nomenclature? See, according to the IUPAC nomenclature, these contains two carbons, ethane. Then the first carbon is having the OH group, second carbon is also having the OH group. So what is that? So ethane 1,2 diol. Ethane 1,2 diol. Why di? Because two OH groups. So we use the word diol. So alcohol. So 2 times as the OH group is repeated, we call it as ethane 1,2 diol. Okay, Nana? Now another example, CH2OH, CHOH, CH2OH. So this is glycerol, a trihydric alcohol. Now coming to the IUPAC nomenclature. See, what is the longest carbon chain? 3 carbons, isn't it? So it's propane 1, 2, 3 triol. Propane 1, 2, 3 triol. Okay, so this is about the IUPAC nomenclature of organic compounds, that is alcohols. And now let us see the cyclic alcohols. So how can we name the cyclic alcohols? So cyclic alcohol. Cyclic means the name itself is telling that they will be in a cyclic manner, they will be in a ring manner, right? They will be in a closed structure. Cyclic alcohols, right? So then, so what is this? This is nothing but our benzene, isn't it? So now this is not having double bonds. Remember, this is a cyclohexane, and this is bonded with the OH group, isn't it? So what is the name of this? This is cyclohexanol. What is this? Cyclohexanol. Cyclohexanol. And I will give you another example. Now, what is this? This is a cyclopentane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At each corner, you should understand that there will be one carbon atom, isn't it? Yes, this is cyclopentane. Now it is cyclopentanol. Then it is having another substituent, that is the methyl group here. So now what is the name of this? This is 2-methyl, understood? 2-methyl, okay. So cyclopentanol. So what do you understand by this? Yes, I think many of you might have understood that we have to give the first preference to the OH group, isn't it? Now, this is the first, this is the second. Understood, Nana? So this is the third one, fourth one, fifth one, right? So this is 2-methyl cyclopentanol. 2-methyl cyclopentanol. And this is cyclohexanol. What is this? Cyclohexanol. So this is regarding the cyclic alcohols. So I think you have understood this part, children. So let me revise you quickly about the alcohols. Of an alkane is replaced by the OH group. We call them as alcohols, right? So alkyl hydroxy compounds are called as alcohols. So then coming to the next one, classification of alcohols. So see this is the classification of alcohols. Based on the number of OH groups, alcohols are classified into 3 types. If they contain 1 OH group, monohydric alcohols, 2 OH groups, dihydric alcohols, 3 OH groups, trihydric alcohols, and more than that, polyhydric alcohols. Right? So these are the monohydric alcohols. And then now let us see what are the dihydric alcohols. See, this is the dihydric alcohols. Okay, so see this dihydric alcohols. So glycol, ethylene glycol. Okay, so then 2 OH groups, trihydric alcohols, 3 OH groups, right? So that's it. That is glycerol. What is this? Glycerol. And just now we have learned about the IUPAC nomenclature also, isn't it? So what is this? Ethane 1,2 diol. Ethane 1,2 diol. And this is propane 1,2, 3 triol. Propane 1,2, 3 triol. And this is sorbitol or mannitol, many OH groups, right? 5 OH groups. And then we have moved to the classification based on the nature of hybridization of carbon atom, right? So the sp3 hybridized carbon is attached to the OH group here, and they are categorized into 3: primary alcohols, secondary alcohols, and tertiary alcohols, right? So then we move to the allyl alcohols. What is this? Allyl. Here the OH group is bonded to the carbon which is under sp3 hybridization, allyl alcohol. So they are also divided into 3 types: primary, secondary, and tertiary. So CH2 double bond CH, CH2OH. Okay, allyl. Alright, we have discussed about the benzyl alcohol. What is it? Benzyl, right? So benzyl, CH2OH. So C6H5, CH2OH, benzyl alcohol. And then based on the sp2 hybridization of the carbon atom to which the OH group is attached, they are divided into again one type, that is a vinyl alcohol, CH2 double bond CHOH. And I have explained you about the sp3 and sp2 hybridizations also, children, right? And this is about the last topic which we learned, that is the IUPAC nomenclature, right? So according to the IUPAC nomenclature, alcohols are called as alkanols, ols, OLS. Okay, what is it? Ols, alkanols, right? So methanol, ethanol, 1-propanol, 2-propanol, 1-butanol, 2-butanol, 2-methyl, 1-propanol. What you had to understand here, you had to pick out the longest carbon chain. Whenever you had to name a compound, you had to pick out the longest carbon chain, and you had to give the first preference to the functional group. Yes. So this is what we have learned as today, children. So, and let me tell you, so tomorrow we'll deal again with the next part of this, that is the preparations of alcohols. Okay. So we are going to learn about the preparations of alcohols and then their properties. Okay. So we are going to learn about the properties of alcohols also. So thank you, Shelja ma'am, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, madam. It was an interesting session indeed. What we expected, that was delivered, like IUPAC nomenclature of alcohols, hybridization, and tertiary, primary, tertiary, secondary, all alcohols you have discussed in detail. Thank you. It was interesting. Children,
I thought that I might have told the preparations also, ma'am, but I think the time is not sufficient because
in the next class,
yeah,
you can go in detail.
I used to explain very slowly, no? Every time you used to tell me that in an empathetical manner, you used to tell madam.
Thank you, madam.
Remember your words always.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, children. Please go through the lesson once again and make a note of all the important points. Thank you.